guys, thank you for joining me today. I want to talk a little bit today about something that's just been on my mind because I am going outside of my comfort zone this week. I'm going to a medical conference tomorrow. It's a conference it's like a symposium, but it's for medical professionals, and I am not a medical professional, but it's on mood and the brain and how to be happier, and hopefully it will give me some insight into some things I don't already know about when it comes to anxiety and how the chemicals in the brain work and affect us to do with anxiety and depression. And so I'm excited to go and I'm excited to learn, but I'm also super nervous because I am not, like I said, a medical professional, and I'll be in a room full of doctors and nurses who are learning about these things and who are earning credit hours for themselves, and they know the medical terminology, and hopefully I won't feel too out of place, but even if I do, it's good for me, it's growth. And the thing that I'm thinking about so much with this conference coming up, and I have another one coming up in Chicago that's even bigger, it's very exciting. It also just makes me nervous. The thing that I keep thinking about is creating community, creating a tribe. And what I mean when I say that is finding people whose trauma is like yours. It won't maybe be the same as yours, but finding other people who have gone through the thing that you've gone through. For me, it's the terror. So I seek out people online and in real life who also struggle with anxiety, who also have panic attacks, who have maybe been through some really rough situations in their lives regarding panic and anxiety. And I want those people around me. I want to know them. I want to hear their stories. I want them in my life and in my corner, and I want to be in their life and in their corner because we know what it's like. I know what it's like for them, and they know what it's like for me. Even if they don't know exactly, and I don't know exactly, they know, I feel like they know better than somebody that's never been through it or who doesn't, anxiety's not their particular struggle. And there's no judgment in that, but I think whatever your struggle is, for example, if you are a soldier and you've been in the military and you've been to war, and whether or not you have remnants from that and lasting effects from that, if you have PTSD or anything that goes along with that, other soldiers who have also been to war, those are your people, and that's your tribe. And you know that you can talk to them about things that nobody else will understand, but they do because they've been there. I think that's important with things like anxiety too. Anything like anxiety is mine, so it's the one that I talk about, but whatever your trauma is, I think it's so important to seek out people who have been through that as well, who know what that's like. And I've got some notes here. Of course, the first one is just the importance of building people around you whose trauma and experience, like I said, mirrors your own, looks like your own, because they've been through it, because there's a different level, a different layer of understanding when you converse with them. And you need people like that in your life that you can call and say, hey, I'm just feeling like this today, or this is happening, or, and you can talk about it with somebody who is less likely to judge you. Not that other people will judge you, but I think that they're less likely because they're in this with you, they're in the trenches with you. They're more likely to take you seriously if you're in a crisis situation, and they just know what you're going through in general. The second note that I have is just that this is a safe place to talk about whatever you're feeling. When you have a group of people around you who understand from that level of having been through it themselves, then you know that you can talk to them, and it's a place that you can put your fears and you can put your honest experiences. This is what my day has been like, this is what my week has been like, this is what I'm going through right now, does this ever happen to you? And you can exchange stories, and you can exchange sort of mentorship. You can mentor each other. You share your struggles, you share your successes, you share your wins and your losses and your pain and your joy, and you can share your coping mechanisms, you can share your medicine stories, you can share natural things that have helped, that may help somebody else. And I just look at it like dual mentorship. I'm helping you and you're helping me, and it's something that we're both getting something out of it. And it's like I said, it's just a safe place. It's a non-judgmental, I know that I can give this to you and you will hold it safe for me. And then my last note is that there is security in knowing that you're not alone. And it's something that I say all the time because I really want you to know, like if there's something that you can know down deep in the depths of your soul and the bottom pit of who you are, it's that you're not alone in this. You're never alone, okay? And when you create a tribe and you create a community around yourself of people who know your struggle and they've been through it or they're going through it now and they're passionate about the same things that you are, and they know when you talk about this experience that you had, they feel it too. When you have those people around you, no matter what your trauma is, I believe this, if you have suffered the loss of a child, if you are going through a divorce, no matter what your struggle is, you need people around you who know that struggle. It's so important, and especially for this last reason, because it helps you to know, regularly talking with someone or meeting with them or exchanging ideas, like I said, and struggles and hopes and fears, you are not alone, and it reinforces so much for you that you're not alone. It takes away that feeling of loneliness, that feeling of nobody gets me, I have nobody to talk to, I'm alone in this world. Because you're not, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get emotional. You are not alone in this world. And I know that it can feel that way. It felt that way for me too, but you're not. There are so many people out here that love you, that care, that are going through it too. So if you can seek out those people and be proactive in finding ways to meet them, to network with them, to talk to them about what's going on with them and what's going on with you, then you'll end up with this really safe, like a safety net and resources and these people that you can pick their brains about how they're healing or what worked for them or what didn't, and you can share with them the things that worked for you and what didn't, and you know how your days are going and how your weeks are going, and you can walk through this whole thing together. And that is what life is about. That is loving people. I'm sorry, I'm so emotional today. It's something that's really, really close to my heart because in my own struggle, I felt so alone. And I really thought there was nobody out there that understood, and I really thought the world might be better without me. And there are people every day that have those thoughts, and there are people every day that unfortunately they decide to do something about those things. So if that's you, and if you've been in that place, and if you are in that place and you're having those thoughts, I would encourage you today, reach out to me. All of my contact information is below. Reach out to people in your area. There are online resources if you're not sure where to start, even on places like Reddit. On Twitter, you can search certain hashtags. On ADAA, the association, let me see if I get it right, Anxiety and Depression Association of America, they can get you in contact with health professionals in your area. Not all doctors, some are counselors. You can look up natural health food stores in your area, and a lot of times they have information on meetups for things to do with mental health. So there are ways to find your tribe and your community, and things do get better, especially when you have people around you that you can trust and that can love you through it and that can advise you from a place of knowing, from a place of having been there. And one day you'll get to be the person that advises someone from a place of knowing, from a place of having been there. So that's all I had to say today. Thank you for letting me cry on video. Sorry about that. And I hope that you will go out and try to find your tribe and build your community around yourself and see good things from that. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think. I love you. Live in courage. Bye-bye.